All righty, we're back. Home game. It's been a couple months, literally, since we played a home game here at Hollydale. Refs are here setting the nets, and we're going to get underway. Live action AYHL, 2 games a day. 105, 5 o'clock, I think. PHC in the home whites, and here we go. Coming through the tunnel. That's Coleman Williams, Ellie Shaw. Declan Spittle. Dylan Pacelli. Ethan Nunez. Billy Maurer. Max Anuccio, Brady Carr coming out in dynamic duo. Johnny Gerbevec, Shane Zabarski, and then we got Logan Puchero, Michael Witten, Joshua Fazio, and Maximus Nasty Roach. Stay with us, and we'll be back for live action after warm-ups. PHC Street Light to the home whites. Long Island Royals in their red roadies. Warm-up ticking down for 5 minutes. Stay with us. We'll be back for Keys of Success today and live action. All righty. 2 minutes left of warm-ups. I hope you're staying warm. First sizable snowstorm called for in the area. But it's the best time of year. They say it's the most wonderful time of year. We're back. Hollydale Ice Arena for 2 today against the Long Island Royals, AYHL. Very important matchups. We're hoping they bring the A game. Keys of Success. Playing hard. Playing heavy, but under control, staying out of the boxes. We've learned, we hurt ourselves. And then having some fun. We want to see good defense, good structure out in front of our goalies, helping them out as much as possible, getting pucks out quick, get them into the zone. And then as my buddy Gabe has been preaching all year long, he's up in Buffalo this weekend. So shout out to Gabe, but listen, get the pucks in, get them on net, and then get bodies crashing through that net. We want to drive center seam right down the middle. They've been working on it. Quick decision making, quick puck movement through the neutral zone, and then that zone entry set up and get it back into the PSA. Hopefully tickle the twine multiple times today. He's out. Good. Game. Arena DJ. Smooth sounds provided by the best in the business, Michelle Maurer. Home game's on top of that. I'm hoping to see home game ash. We'll see home game ash in a couple months as we've been on the road. Pucks are in. Teams are at their nets and they're starting to disperse. Get back to the bench. The last minute adjustments and inspiration from Coach Mike Winton, Elvin Nunez. All righty, Coach Wynn sends out Maximus Roach, Johnny Gerberbeck, Brady Carr up front, Ethan Nooner Nunez, and Shane the Z-Man Zabarski. Colton Williams takes the blue paint in the first one. We're gathered at center ice looking to jump and bump through that lane and get ready to go. Puck is dropped. Pump fake. Now it's dropped. This one back to Nunez. Nunez goes D to D to Zabarski. Zabarski will take that center zone and gain the red line, dump it in. Gerberbeck's going to get after it. We'll win it along the end boards. Will circle up in the corner. Playing it back across, looking for Carr out in front, but it's stick to side. Roach gets above it. Gerberbeck to Nooner at the point. Nooner walks it back down the wall to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck steps off the wall, drags past one. Met with a poke check, but Roach there in support picks it up. He's going to drive across. He'll leave it out for Zabarski. Zabarski's going to load. He fires. Gets in, gloved and hung on to. Pucks to the net. Trying to get bodies there. Maybe a little bit more screen action. We can use our big frames up front. So we'll have a full line change by PHC. We'll keep them short today as we got a doubleheader. Working with that short bench that we've been playing with. Offensive zone to the left of the Royals goal. That's one back to Fazio. Fazio goes D to Maurer. Maurer will walk. Plays it down in the corner, looking for Logan Putrero. Putrero puts it back up the wall to Maurer. Gets past Maurer. Now we have a foot race coming the other way, but Joshua the Flash Fazio trying to close in on it, and he does. They walk in. Fazio disrupts the shot opportunity and gets wide of Williams. Maurer will leave it for Fazio. Fazio chip it ahead. Putrero chips it to Spittle. Spittle's met by a red jersey, but he fights through it. Putrero picks it up. He gains the line. He's going to get pushed out to the sidewall. Putrero will gain it himself. Drag pass. He'll pull up. Plays it off the wall to Fazio. Fazio's going to walk. He turns. He fires. That skips in. Kick the side. And Nutsiuk will get to it in the far corner. He'll play it back down, looking to cycle that to Spittle. He's met by a red jersey, but Spittle's in on it. Able to gain it. He plays it back to Nutsiuk. And Nutsiuk walks in. He elevates it. Blocker save made by the Royals goalkeeper. And Nutsiuk plays it out in front and sticked in. Kick the side. The goaltender making some big stops early here for Long Island. Spittle gains control. He plays out in front for Nutsiuk. He turns and fires. Kick the side again. Keep working. Good puck movement. Getting primary scoring opportunities. Goaltender making some big stops early. The Royals try to play it back out. They stretch that ice out into the neutral zone. They have numbers if they can hurry, but they get it in. They dump it in. Williams will get out and stop that behind the net. They'll leave it for Maurer. They'll play it to Maurer. Maurer will play it back across for Fazio. Fazio's going to split that ice, looking for Spittle off the center seam. Picked off by the Royals. They turn to play it back in. Good stick by Fazio. Maurer will challenge behind the net. Maurer gains control. He'll walk up. He'll reverse. Get back onto that forehand. Now reverse back to that backhand and leave it for Fazio. Fazio calls off a Nutsiuk and he stretches that ice. It gets out in the neutral zone. It's tipped. But we're on the wrong side of the red line, so that'll go down. Get across the end line and we'll be whistled dead. We'll come 200 feet for defensive zone draw to the left of Colton Williams. Now we got Roche, Anunciuk, Winton up front. Nunez and Zabarski on the back end. Roche's trying to put this one in the corner. Ties up. Jump and bump into that lane. Winton's in there. Roche's in there. Nooner's in there. Royals gain control. They come up the wall with it. Gets out to the point. Winton will challenge. They'll force him back down the wall. Roche picks it up. He comes out of the corner. He's going to stretch this ice to Anunciuk. It hits him in the skate, but it gets out to the far wall where Anunciuk will step to it. Pushes that one forward. Jumps past the check, and Winton will put the forecheck on. Winton forces them back behind their own net. Royals will try to stretch it back up. It's picked off by Roche. Roche's got one to beat. He steps out. He's on the backhand. Drives in. Steps across. Slides it in. It's still loose. Trying to find it on the back. Roche tries to come out the other side with it. It's still loose. And now referee loses sight, as we all do. Goaltender from the Royals making some big stops again. Good pressure early, though. Keep getting pucks and bodies to the net. 12 minutes even left in the first period. Spittle, Carr, Gerberbeck up front. Maurer and Fazio on the back end. Spittle's trying to jump through. Carr's dumped in front. Gets back up. And now we got to attack that puck. Carr gets there. Little hit and pin. Fazio steps up. He's going to join the rush. He plays it ahead to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck splits him like the Red Sea. He's in on the back end. He's hooked. And he got it. Spittle will collect. And now the Royals will touch him. We're going to go to the Dunlop's Dude Up. Brought to you today by Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Stop in. Tell them Matt Spittle sent you today. Speaking of Spitz, loud shout out to his family members. Don, coming out last weekend, a long-time listener. Don, if you're listening today, thanks for coming out. Thank you for always supporting us. Mr. Spittle, also here in the live action today. So a big shout out to the Spittle family at the holiday time. Thank you for the continued support. This one's forward. Gerberbeck's dumped off it. Spittle gets off the wall. He plays it across to Anunciuk, and Anunciuk buries it in the back of the net. So we take advantage. 9 seconds in to the Dunlop's Dude Up. Take the twine for the first time today. Beautiful puck support, beautiful puck movement, getting it into that PSA. We talk about it all the time. One of the guys that knows it better than anyone else is our best cameraman, Dan Shaw, who's over my right shoulder today. He knows that it's very difficult to play defense and goaltending moving east to west. That's what they forced me to do there. We tickled the twine. So now we got Roche, Pucciarero, Pacelli up front with Nooner and Shaner on the back end. The Royals are back behind Colton's cage. They're going to play it out in front. It gets through. It gets out to the point. They're going to load up and shoot. Fires it. Gets through. Williams fights it off. As it got through, he makes the save with the blocker. And then able to scoop it and catch it and hang on to it with the catch glove. Eddie Williams running around. Some steel in case we need to change out. Royals will win this one back. It gets to the point. They fire it in. It's kicked aside by Williams. Pacelli will collect on the wall. He's trying to chip past. It's sealed off and kept in by the Royals, but Roche will collect this one on the half wall. He's going to use the own net. Now he's going to turn on his Jets. Gets outside the dots. He passed two. He's going to skate this one. We hit the neutral zone with speed. He's driving down. He steps past. Comes in. He gets spun around on the trip. Goaltender able to hang on to it and get to that post. Good trip down the ice. Attacking with speed. So now we got Maurer and Fazio on the points. Spittle, Winton, Anunciuk up front. Winton will jump across, trying to play it in. Hits a stick. And then the Royals flip it out in the neutral zone. Maurer will close on that. He'll play it back up the wall. Spittle gets in there with Winton. We're trying to find a puck battle ensues. The Royals will dump that deep. It'll get around the end wall, come to the far side where Fazio will collect. He's bodied up, but Anunciuk gets on the scene to support it. He hits Spittle out in the center. It's pushed out into the neutral zone. We're putting the forecheck on, trying to force him back across. Good read by Maurer. Maurer will collect that puck, gain the red line, And now flip it back into that far corner. And Nucioc's going to get in on it, trying to force him back behind the net, which he does. And Spittle reads it, forces them to come back up that wall quick. Maurer will step to it, keeps it, gets back around the cage and come out the other side. Little time. Fazio is going to try to keep. Spittle cuts it off above. He'll play it forward, looking for a Nuciok, and Nuciok's going to get into that corner. He'll put the forecheck on. Spittle hit on the seam. He gets it on the forehand. He's going to walk it out in front. He turns and fires it back across the loose. Rebound, put back. Covered. Gets into the corner. But we have pucks and bodies going to the net. Good effort so far. Hopefully we can keep the intensity up. 9:38 left in the first period. PHC hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Good back and forth action between Royals and PHC thus far. Rochi Gerberbeck car up front. Shaner Nuna on the back end. This one gets into the corner. The play back across. Gerberbeck picks it off. He's trying to play it through. It hits the boots of a red defender. They'll collect, and they're going to try to stretch it out into the neutral zone. They're going to skate this one out. Rochi will surf it. Keep it in the zone. He'll play it across to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's got one to beat. Poked aside by the Royals. We're going to turn and try to go back around the net. It's picked off by Rochi. Rochi trying to drag out in front. He's dumped. Now Gerberbeck tries to get above it. The Royals will attack out in the net, skate it out into that neutral zone. They hit the line. They game the zone. We'll push them outside the dots. Nunez good contain. Royals will play it back across. Turn and fire it around. Nunez is going to get to this one on the half wall. The Royals play it back in. Shaner will turn with it. Doesn't get good wood on it. The Royals trying to play it back out in front. We'll turn and leave it in the corner. Rochi will get to it. Now position. They play that out in front. Turn, fired, kick save made by Williams. Rebound opportunity, put back. Williams finds it. Good contain. Not letting the stick or body position get advantage by the Royals, by Ethan Nunez. And Williams stays strong, makes a save. Love a defensive zone draw to his right. Spitz, L-Dog, the money man up front. Fazio Maurer on the back end. Pucciarella will jump through. He collects it. He has 2 to beat. Walks past 1. He's got 1 to beat. Met with a little bit of a poke check. Will get out to the half wall. He'll collect it. He'll drive into the corner. He'll pull back up. He'll walk out in front. Met by a poke check. He spun around. Maurer will keep momentarily. Keeps on the second effort. Third effort, they get it out into that neutral zone. Fazio's back. A 2-on-1 developing. Fazio gets a stick on the shooter. And Colton makes a big stop. Excuse me. He collected. Pucciarella flips that ice out into the center to Pacelli. Pacelli's got 1 to beat. He's got a back checker closing. He drags back to the forehand. Spittle followed up, picks it up, and he buries it in the back of the net. So good support, good zone entry, and driving down the center, right? We're getting to the net, driving down the center. Good follow-up support by Spittle. Expecting that puck might be dropped or poked. Picks it up and he tickles the twine for the second time today. PHC 2-0, 7:48 left in the first period. Rochi wins this one to Witten. Witten leaves it for Nuciok, and Nuciok's going to gain the line. He gets to the top of the circle. He tries to drag past. He leaves it for Witten. Puck gets into the corner. Royals will collect. They're going to turn with their eyes up and try to stretch that ice. They're skating this one out of the zone. They'll get to the red line to play it forward. Good anticipation by Z-Man. He plays it back ahead. Nuciok trying to get there. He's runs into body taken on Shaner, but he wears it and pushes the puck in. Nuciok trying to keep it live. Puck's ping-pong around. Nuciok gets off the boards with it. He's driving. Gets to the corner. He'll turn a fire. It's paddled aside by the Royals goalkeeper. They play it back ahead, and now they're trying to hit that neutral zone with speed. Nooner's back. Good contain. He'll keep him outside that dot line, forcing the play in the soft ice, but then he gets in there and closes in the corner. Royals step past. Looking to play down front. They do. It's fired in. Kicked aside by Williams. Gets out to the far wall. Zabarski will collect. He'll go off the glass with it. Nuciok's trying to catch that puck that was bouncing off it. It gets out in the neutral zone. Rochi turns on his jets. He picks it up. He's got 4 to beat. It's 1-on-4. He's trying to get back to the puck, but he's dumped. We're in the midst of a change. So the Royals step in. They load up. They fire. It's fought off by Williams. Rochi collects this. He gets dumped. Carr's in on it. Bouncing around. Fazio plays it back ahead. Carr will challenge. He gets a stick on it. It's bouncing around. Nunez is calmly, or Maurer. Sorry. I thought it was 17. It's 27. Maurer collects it calmly, settles it down, plays it to Fazio. Fazio throws it to Carr. Carr's trying to get off the boards with it for Rochi. Rochi collects it, trying to stretch it to Gerbevec, but hits a red jersey in the process. And Gerbevec will gain the line, though. He'll pick up the fumbled puck, and now we're driving to the net. It's played across for Spittle. Spittle puts it towards the net. It gets wide. It's going to get out to the sideboards where Carr will collect. He'll play it down in the corner to Gerbevec. Gerbevec will turn with it. Plays it out to Fazio at the point. Back down to Gerbevec on the sidewall. Gerbevec's looking. He plays the Spittle in the corner. Spittle's bumped, but he's fighting through traffic, trying to put it out in front. He walks around. He's hooked and tripped. Nothing. Now we're going to let that trip go for free. And then Maurer will get the interference or the body check as he was trying to hold the line. Fazio collects it. And now we're going to go man down. So they missed the trip where they get the body check on the challenge. I thought it was a good challenge. Competitive contact, one might say. But again, you're listening to the PHC broadcast. So if you're listening, we're a biased home. We're a home team biased broadcast. So you might hear some things you don't like. We try to have fun with it. You don't like the commentary, hop over to Live Barn. Watch it for a fee. Royals push this one behind Colton's net. Z-Man will step to it. We got L-Dog and Rochi up front killing it off with Nooner and Shaner on the back end. Royals stretch that ice across. They play it back across. Good contain. Good anticipation. But they stretch it out to that far point. They're going to walk in. They shoot. Gets through. Williams gloves it. Fights it off and then stick the side out to the sidewall. They'll walk down. They'll play it back across. It gets into the corner. Contreras going to step to it. He chips. Rochi anticipating it, closes in on it. He's out. He's got one to beat. He steps past. He's in. Ball down. No trip. Guy in the back got it. I mean, that was definitional. Definitional trip. I don't know what we're seeing. Before some healthcare benefits expire at the year end, I'm thinking the Royals fan might want to get his eyes checked because that was a trip the whole way through. So, good hustle. We'll go 4-on-4 for 47 seconds left on Maurer's penalty. We'll post the tripping infraction on the Royals. 4:55 left in the second period. 4-on-4, we got Spittle and Moneyman up front. Fazio and Witten on the back end. The Royals are going to step through. They're going to walk in. They fired in Williams. Big time stop. Rebound played ahead by Pacelli. To Spittle. Spittle gains the neutral zone. He's going to get across the red. He's across the blue. He's got Pacelli driving center. We'll get into the corner with it. He's trying to fight off the end boards. Has him at the point. He'll turn. He'll walk it out front. Oh, he's going to elevate. But the red jersey's got a stick on it. It's kept in momentarily. And now they're going to put it behind you. Leaking behind you, Joshua. And they play it ahead. And now the Royals step in all alone. They're in on Williams. Williams gets out the challenge at the top of the blue paint. But the Royals will tickle the twine on the 4-on-4 action, make it a 2-1 lead for PHC. 4:14 left in this one. No, it's because it's even up. So he's got to stay in there for 6 seconds, unfortunately. So we don't get the guy back as it's even up hockey 4-on-4. So on that goal, we stay even up 4-on-4. Rochi wins this one back to Nooner. Nooner will go to Z-Man. Z-Man will go back to Nooner. Nooner's going to look up. He's got Puncturero leaking out in that neutral zone, trying to find him. He chips past. He's bodied up. Rochi gets in there. And now we're back to full strength. Man up, actually. We get 5 skaters. Gerbevec replaces Maurer out of the box. Nooner will step to this. He'll come back around the net. We'll play it ahead to Gerby. Gerby plays it across, looking for Rochi. Good follow-up and support by Nunez. Coutrero's hit with a stick check at the line, but he wins it, plays it in, looking for Gerbevec in the center. Stick the side by the Royals, and they're coming the other way with it. Royals make a move through the neutral zone. They enter the line, they'll dump it deep. And now Nooner's going to step to this, gain it behind Colton's cage. Play it up the wall, connects with Gerbevec. Gerbevec leaves it for Rochi. But the Royals jump through the lane, intercept it. But met by Z-Man, who plays out in the neutral zone to Pucciarero. Pucciarero drags past one, fights through another stick check. He gains the line. He's trying to get it deep. We'll turn and fire it into the far corner. We're going to pull up for a full line change. So after we're in the line change, the Royals will set up behind their own cage. They're forced out far side. And now they hit the neutral line, or the neutral zone with speed. Backing in, looking like the Jersey Devils in the 1990s, trying to play a trap. But give up that line. It's played ahead. Nucciuk trying to play it out into the center seam. Had a little bit more time. Royals jump through and collect it and get back behind the cage, but they're met by Maurer and Spittle. Spittle low and slow. Collects that puck. Stretches it out to Winton. And now a puck race ensues. They play it up. It's going to be red and kept in by Spittle. Spittle will walk down the wall. He's trying to get off the wall. Forced down into the corner. Royals will collect it. They'll play it out. It's going to be kept by Billy Maurer, who fires it in hard. He finds Nucciuk behind the net. Nucciuk plays it to Winton. Winton's going to turn up with it, looking for the point, but the Royals jump through the lane. They play it out in the neutral zone. Joshua with a fast Flasio back to collect it. He'll turn up, get his toes up. Plays it ahead for Spittle. Spittle's going to try to hit the seam. He gets past one, gets past two. Third stick check pushes him out to the wall where he'll gain it. He's on that wall. He pushes it into the corner. Nucciuk there to help. 2-on-2 battle ensues. We're trying to find that puck. Spittle comes out of the pile with it. He's going to walk it out in front. He turns. He'll walk it out. He plays it to Shaner at the point. Now fire. Winds and fires. Gets off the end boards. Spittle will collect it. Trying to win it back down into the corner. Royals collect and push out. Z-Man's going to close that gap. Puck was on edge, so we'll have to settle it. We'll turn. We'll play it ahead to Nucciuk that gets out past him in the neutral zone. They go D to D with it. We're trying to find the puck. They'll turn the fire, but it's picked off by Winton. Winton's going to gain the line. He's going to pull up at the hash marks. Good stick check by the Royals. It's left out to the point where Nooner will aggressively seal that off and keep. He gets to Nucciuk in the far corner. He's going to try to ring this one back around. He runs into some traffic, but he's fighting through it. He's just outnumbered. Spittle there in support will pick it up. He'll play it off the wall to Nooner. Nooner's going to walk. He's got some time. Looking to play it across. Finds Carr. Carr will turn. He'll fire. It's not going to get through. And Nucciuk will put the forecheck on. They'll play it back up. It's going to be kept by Maurer, but they poke past. And coming off the bench was Max Roach, and he surfs it well. He's fighting through. He'll gain the zone. He'll push it down. He's hauled down from behind. Nothing called. The Royals will push it back, and they're trying to come the other way. Maurer will step through it, body him up, and he's going to go back to the box as he led with the shoulder. So again, squared hockey, 10U. Rule book is there's no body checking. It's got to be competitive contact. To make that happen, you can't lead with the shoulder. You got to get the stick to the puck. Play the puck before you initiate the contact. So we're man down. 34.7 clicks left. Face off defensive zone to Colton's left. We got Rochi, Gerbevec, Shaner, and Nooner will be on the back end. Try to win this one to the corner, clear the zone, and regroup. Royals collected off the faceoff. They turn, they fire. Big stop made by Williams. He's pushing in the corner. Z-Man will challenge, trying to win that up the boards where the Royals will step through it and then come back down the boards. Let them play out in soft ice. They step across the top of that PSA. They walk through, and then they elevate and they go bar down. They tie the game up with 17.9 clicks. Second period. Or before the second period. 17.9 clicks left in the first. Power play strike. Outweighted them. And then elevated it. So, let's get that one back for him. Spittle, Gerbevec, Carr up front. Fazio, Maurer on the back end. Spittle will push this forward. He's going to try to get after it himself. Met by a poke check at the blue line. The Royals will enter the PHC line. They'll turn the fire. Fought off by Williams. Gets into the corner where Fazio will collect. He'll reverse it D to D to Maurer. Maurer's going to turn with it. He'll come back behind the net. He'll reverse up. The horn will sound. So power play strike hurts us at the end of the period, but tied at 2. We got 2 more frames left in this one. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 120 seconds. All right, we're back. Second period action. Got to stay out of the box. We talked about it in the opening. We're learning all season long. It's hard to play this game man down as you get older and older and the game gets faster and faster. We're starting the second period. Spittle, Pucciarero, Pacelli. Pucciarero gains in. He's inside the dots. He turns, he fires. Block it off. Pacelli puts a rebound opportunity back, and that's fought off. Nino will keep. He'll walk down the sideboards. He's playing back across looking for Pacelli, who was camped out in front. Pacelli gains control. He's going to walk around the net. He was thinking about the Missy, but he was on the backhand. Plays it out into the center for Spittle. Turn and fire, and then that's blocked in, and they're going to wave it off with a high stick. I'm going to go with the vertically challenged ball here. I think it was parallel. What do you think? There, it's close. So the goal gets waved off as it was up above, played with a high stick. There's no penalty. But we'll come down into our defensive end for a defensive zone face-off. To the left of Coltman and Williams. Pucciarero put that one in, but it's called off for the high stick. We'll reset. Pump fake by the referee. Spittle will tie up and kick this one into the corner. We'll play it off the end boards. Witten collects it, plays it ahead for Pacelli. Pacelli's trying to chip past. Sealed off by the Royals. Witten will collect it and reverse it off the end boards to Nooner. Nooner plays it ahead. Sealed off and kept in at the point. The Royals keep it. They play it back into the far corner. Pacelli will lift the stick. Trying to find the puck. Spittle in support. Chips it out into the neutral zone. Pucciarero collects it momentarily, but it bounces off the wall. Gets out in the center. And the Royals will dump it in. So Nunez will get back behind the net. He'll collect it. Plays it over to Winton. Winton trying to play it forward. Collected by Winton. He's trying to stretch Pacelli. He finds Pacelli leaking out into that neutral zone. He gains the line. He pulls up. He'll drop it to Pucciarero. He turns and fires. It hits the shin pads of the defender. Pacelli will gain it. He's going to turn. He's looking for support. He's outnumbered in that corner. Spittle will get in to help him. And then Pucciarero will collect it in the far corner. He tries to step past, but the Royals gain collect, and now they're going to step out in that neutral zone. They'll dump it in. Mauer's going to get back. Fazio in support, steps to it, collects it, puts it up the wall to Pacelli. Pacelli trying to chip it past. He gets it out in that neutral zone where it's collected by Spittle. We have numbers. We stay on side. Spittle plays it to Lucio. Quick stick in. Still loose, gets into the corner. Another big stop by the Royals goalkeeper. Really keeping him in this one. Spittle gains control. He's at the top. He'll drop it to Fazio. Fazio loads and fires. Kicked aside by the Royals goalkeeper. Spittle will collect it. He's in the corner looking for help. Anuccioc's going to step to it. Spittle will separate and come up the wall. He's looking for support. He'll play it across. Finds Z-Man. He turns and fires. Rebound opportunity by Lucio. Unable to collect and push it in. Royals get it out of harm's way, and they're going to skate this one out in the neutral zone where Roche coming 85 feet will surf it off. They'll force it back out into the center, and they're going to gain the line. Fazio's there to contain. Keep them outside those dots. They play it back across. Gets off a foot and then off to the end boards. And then the Royals will collect and go up to the far point. They'll turn the fire. Block it aside by Williams. Fazio's going to challenge on the wall. Royals will push it back into the corner. Fazio will close that gap. We'll play it down in the corner where Roche's there to cut it off. Force them back up the wall. They step across off of Fazio's stick. Roche collects it. Roche plays it up to the Z-Man. Z-Man trying to drive down the wall with it. It's pushed up. Kept in by Anucciok, who's trying to get it across the center seam. But the Royals pick it off, and they're going to come the other way with it. Relentlessly back pressuring was Max Roche, who collects it. He'll turn. He'll get his toes up. Push down that wall. We'll gain the line. Get it in the corner where Anucciok's trying to collect it, but it's fought off, and then the Royals have numbers coming the other way as they chip it out. Neener's back. It's a 2-on-1 developing. They'll step in, they load up, they fire, it's fought off. Big stop made by Colton Williams. Wheaton collects the rebound, plays it ahead for Shaner. Shaner's going to flip it across, looking for Anucciok. It's going to get off the sidewall. Royals will push it back in. As the back end-to-end challenges, that's offsides. We'll desperately need to hit reset there and change the lines up. So now we got Spittle, Carr, Gerberbeck coming out up front. We'll have a neutral zone draw just outside the Royals line, right in front of their bench. So again, Spittle, center, and Gerberbeck and Carr. Fazio and Maurer on the back end. 11:18 left in the second period, knotted up at 2. Deuces. Carr comes out of the pile with it. He plays the head to Spittle. Spittle's going to drive in. He's got the back of the defender. He gets to the dots. We'll pull up. Trying to slide it across. It's bouncing around. The Royals will collect. They'll try to play it back out in front. It's stick back in. Gervek turns and fires. Big time stop made by the Royals goalkeeper. So goaltenders on both ends making some big stops. Staying square to the puck. Keeping out of the back of the net. Spittle wins this one back to Maurer. He'll load, he'll fire. Blockered off by the Royals. They'll fire this one around. Fazier's going to try to seal it off. Carr will in support, keep it deep. Gets pushed back in. The Royals will go back behind their own net. Maurer's going to collect it. Try to ring it around the own side. Spittle and Carr are going to get to this one. Spittle will get to it first. He'll pull up. Plays it back across. It bounces off the goaltender stick. Gets out to the far wall. Now the Royals are trying to stretch it. Maurer's there to close it off. Gervek collects it. Plays it across to Spittle. And it's played back into the neutral zone off of the shin pads, and we entered offsides. Both coaches will opt for a full change. 20 fresh legs coming out. Michelle Maurer on the ones and twos. Still Dre. But we get fired up and put some smoke onto them. Roche pushes it forward. The Royals will collect. They'll stretch it back out into that neutral zone. The Royals collect with numbers. They're fighting. They play it back across. Great stick by Ethan Nunez. He'll play it ahead to Puchero. Puchero gets a step. He's got Roche with him. He tries to hit the seam. Gets ahead. Just a little too far out in front of him, but Roche will collect off the end boards. He's hit and pinned. We're needing help. Royals will get there first. They're going to try to stretch it out in the neutral zone. They connect in the center. Play it back across. Fired in, stick to side by Winton. Caselli will get to this, and now we have numbers in the neutral zone. He plays it ahead for Roche. Roche collects. We got a 3-on-1 developing. Roche's going to slide it back across. Finds Puchero. Sliding save made. Great puck movement. Nothing else you can do. That's just a big stop by the Royals goalkeeper. Keeps it out of the back of the net, and then they ice it. So we'll come 200 feet, but kudos. Moving east to west, right to left. Gets a skate edge on that putback opportunity. Royals goaltender, another big stop. So now we got Spittle, Shane, and the Nuccio up front. Maurer and Fazio on the back end. Spittle tries to step through. He's tied up. That puck's sitting there. Spittle fights through, puts it in on net. Gets kicked into the corner. Royals will use the end boards. They'll get out to the other side. And Nucio's going to try to cut this one off. They force it up the boards. Chipped out of the neutral zone. Fazio will step to it. Turn it back up on Spittle. Spittle drags past and then leaves it for Shaner. Shaner's going to gain the line. Looking to play it back across. That middle was swarmed by the red jerseys. Spittle collects it. He'll stop and pull up. He's got Fazio. He connects with him. Fazio's going to get inside the top of the circle. He loads. He fires. It hits a stick. Gets wide. Maurer will stop at the hash marks and then play it down into the corner where he has Spittle, who's hitting pinned. Nietzsche trying to get in there, and Spittle was outnumbered. Trying to find it. Spittle comes out of the pile with it. He's on the forehand. He's going to walk off the wall. Poke check by the Royals. They leave it out in the center. Anuccio collects it. He's going to reverse it, looking for Spittle, but the Royals defender read it and jumps the lane, and they're coming the other way. They pull in. They step in. Good contain. Good challenge by Maurer. And then Fazio in support. Shane plays the head into the neutral zone. Anuccio's going to gain the line. He drives in the corner, finds it. Spittle tries to leave it for him. Royals cut it off. They're going to come out the other side where they try to stretch it. They push it ahead. They're looking to hit that center seam. They play it in. We'll get it in the corner. Nunez is going to read that. Gets there first. He's bodied up. Spittle will get there and support. He'll collect it. He comes the other way. Plays it ahead. He'll drive. He's in that neutral zone. He's going to gain the red. Drags past on the toe drag. He'll play it towards the net. Paddle save made and hung on to by the Royals goalkeeper. So So now we got Roche, Carr, Gerberbeck up front, Maurer. Sorry, not Maurer. Carr, Roche, Gerberbeck, Witten, and Nooner on the back end. Let's get to the net here, boys. Let's get to the net. Royals will win this one around. They're going to throw it across the middle. Carr fights it off. It bounces off the goaltender. Royals will collect. They'll ring it up the wall. Nooner will collect. Fire it back in. Get there! Carr puts the pressure on. They'll ring it up the other wall where Winton's going to step to it. It gets over his stick, and now we got 2-on-1 developing the other way. Nooner's back. We'll play the pass. They'll play it back across. Williams finds it. Alertly smothers that one, as that could have turned into a catastrophe. So defensive zone draw, 7:07 left in the second period. Deuce is on the board, 2-2. Maurer will pin along the boards. We'll push it behind the net where Roche is going to collect. Roche comes out of the corner where he's trying to hit that center seam, which he does. He's going to play it ahead to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck collects at the red line. He'll chip it forward. Carr gets a stick on it. It's left for Roche. Roche trying to play it back across for Gerberbeck. He didn't play it hard enough. Roche's on his horse. He gets there first. He's driving down the end wall. He gets to the end boards. Fights through 3 body checks. Plays it to the point where Fazio collects. He'll turn on fire. Bounces in, gets wide. Gerberbeck will get to it. He's hauled down. We're going to go to the box. So Gerberbeck had body position, was going for that puck. He's hauled down. We should go to the Dunlops dude up. But they're talking about what they saw. Royals end up with the guy going to the box. So we'll go to the Dunlops dude up. Brought to you today by Dunlops Bar and Grill. Stop in, tell them Matt Spittle sent you today. We got Pucciarello, Pacelli, Spittle up front, Winton, and Fazio on the back end. Let's see if we can strike on the man up. Conversation. That's one we talked about it several times this season with Johnny Gerberbeck. Moving the feet, getting body position, drawing the penalties. Puck is dropped. Royals will step to it. They win this one. They're going to turn. They're going to ring it around the wall. Wint will try to get there. Plays it back across the center, but the Royals collect, and they're going to hit the neutral zone with numbers. They'll gain the red line. They'll play it forward. They collect it. Spittle has Pucciarello waiting at that blue line. He finds him, gets over his stick, but there was a tip, so there's no icing. Pucciarello will put the forecheck on, wins it in the corner. Spittle collects it. We're bunched up, but slides it out in front. It's bouncing around. Winton will turn with it. He'll leave it to the point for Fazio. Fazio's going to find Spittle on the far side. Spittle will walk in. He plays it out in front for Pacelli. And Pacelli, as he's getting dumped, puts it in the back of the net. The bottom man. The bank is open today for business. Gabe, I know you're up in Buffalo watching, but hey, he got to his office right in front of the net. Puck movement was right to the PSA, and we buried it. Crashed the net. Yeah, get pucks and bodies to the net, ready for the putbacks. They all count the same. That's the money man's tickle on the twine for PHC's third time today. Ensuing center ice face off the Royals. Will dump this deep. Nooner will get back behind Colton's cage to collect it. Get onto his forehand. Plays it ahead for Anuccio. Anuccio trying to play it out in the center seam. The red sweater swarmed that one. Roach will take it back behind the net. He'll get his toes up. He's going to drive wide. He's going to take what's given to him. He's met by a poke check, and now they're coming the other way. Royal step in, but Roach throws the brakes on, closes the gap. Relentless. He likes to be called nasty. I like to call him relentless. Roach tips it forward to Anuccio, or to Shaner. Now Anuccio and Shaner, 2-on-1 development. Shaner's going to get inside the circle. He slides across for Anuccio. Gets up over or under the stick. Gets the sidewall. Nuchuk will play it to the point from Maurer. Maurer drags past one. He's going to play it to Fazio. Fazio will walk with it. He's challenged. Trying to find it. Shaner will collect. He turns and fires it. Gets through the goal mouth out to the far side where Rochi will collect it on the half wall. He's going to step through. Drags past one. He'll turn. Will reverse up. Gets back on the forehand, but he's pushed it in the corner where he'll gain control of it. Trying to play it out in front. It gets off the side of the net. And Nuchuk trying to collect it. Come out the other side with it, but he gets his stick lifted. And the Royals play it up the wall. They'll turn, they'll chip it forward. Stick down by Fazio. He goes deep to Maurer. Maurer goes back to Fazio. Fazio has a step. He's got some center ice. He plays it ahead. Rochi kicks it to Nuchuk. He backhanders, gets up over the net, off the end wall. Shaner collects it. He turns with it. He's going to drive into the corner. He puts it out in front to Nuchuk, and Nuchuk turns and fires. Paddle save made. Rochi will collect it. Rochi fights through one. He's tripped on the second one. He's letting him play. Get out to the point where Maurer will collect. Will turn and fire it back down the wall. Gets off of Nuchuk. Gets into the corner. Shaner will cut it off. We'll play it out to Fazio. Fazio walks. Turns and fires. Hits a stick. Changes direction. Spittle picks up the rebound. He'll turn back up with it under the forehand. Working. He's trying to fight through. Good defensive effort by the Royals, and they push it forward. Maurer will try to step. Fazio will collect it in the neutral zone. He'll turn. He'll leave it for Shaner. Shaner will gain the line. Drag in one, but he drags into the traffic, and now they're coming the other way. They fumble the puck. Spittle trying to keep it active. He's battling down the wall. The Royals will lob this one up over the point, and it'll get 200 feet for an ice and 2:58 left in the second period. PHC hanging on to a 3-2 lead. We're coming back down for an offensive zone draw to the left of the Royals goalie. With Spittle, Gerbevec, and Carr up front. Here we go. Nooner and Winton on the points. See if we can jump and bump through the lane. Try to get a quick shot in on that. Spittle wins it back to Winton. Fire. Winton trying to go to Gerbevec. Not a bad look. That came in hot. Yeah, too hot to handle. The Royals are going to collect this one. They're going to get through the neutral zone. Winton will push him back outside the dots. Carr there to close it off. Spittle in on support. It's pushed back ahead. Spittle chips it ahead to Gerbevec. Gerbevec and Carr coming through the neutral zone. Drive center. Plays it back to Spittle, who's coming late. Spittle will pull up. Trying to play it back across. Eaten and worn by the Royals defender. Little chip forward. It's kept by Nooner. Gerbevec trying to win it off the wall. He steps off. Carr leaking back post. He's hauled down. No, nothing. They get away with one there. We're going to chip up the wall. Nooner's going to step to it. Carr will get on it, and they'll ice that puck. 2-minute warning. I thought they were going to stop it right on the 2-minute mark, but it's 1:59, 3-2 left in the second period. Now we got Maximus Roach, Dylan Pacelli, Logan Putrero, Joshua Fazio, Billy Maurer on the back ends. Loud in-game shout-out goes to Tony. Tony, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming out and supporting us live today. Tony is Billy Maurer's grandmother, longtime listener, big-time supporter of PHC. So we thank you for your support. Wish you a safe and happy holiday season. Pacelli gets it out to the point. Fazio will walk and play it down to Putrero. Putrero turns and tries to elevate it. He's on the back end. Roach will collect it off the end wall. We'll leave it for Putrero behind the net. Putrero will drag past one. He'll come up. He gets some attention drawn to him, and then the Royals will collect, and they're going to try to hit the neutral zone with numbers and speed. Good stick by Fazio. Good back support by relentless Max Roach. Roachy will gain the line. He'll sauce it across. Pacelli bounces up over the sticks. The Royals will collect, and they're going to try to stretch it back forward. Maurer's back. He'll get to this on the sidewall. Collect it. He'll go into the corner. He'll turn back up onto the forehand. Trying to chip it ahead. Met by some forecheckers of the Royals. Who collect it, and they're going to turn and play it back out in front. They'll walk back behind the cage. They'll turn up. Try to wrap it around. Williams read it. Stays on it. Roachy collects it. He'll play it ahead to Putrero. Putrero and Pacelli driving. They're going to gain the line. Gets out to the boards. Putrero will collect it. Turn with it, trying to leave it. Pacelli puts it in the corner. Pacelli's now fighting through one check. He's hitting pinned. Pucciarero's there to help him. Pucciarero collects it, leaves it up to the point for Fazio. Fazio keeps, takes a look, will play it back down. The Pucciarero on the sidewall, who steps off the wall. He gets across the top. He's on the back, and he's trying to get back to the forehand. He does. Now he'll turn back up with it. He'll try to leave it down. Royals will collect it. That was offsides. Offsides. Delayed call. Weak whistle, but it was offsides, as it's automatic at this age level in USA hockey. 30.9 clicks left in the second period. Spittle, Anuncio, Shaner up front. Winton and Nunez on the back end. Puck's deep here. Puck's deep, that's what we want. Little chips forward, trying to win it, but the Royals pull through the skates. They're going to hit the PHC line. They'll pull up. Good body position by Ethan Nunez. Spittle collects it. He's going to get out across the blue. He's across the red. He'll drive in across the blue. He's got Shaner driving back post, but the Royals pick it off at the top of the house. They play it back forward. They fight through Ethan Nunez's check, and they had support on the puck, but it gets in. It'll get back behind Colton's cage. Anuchuk will eat it. Horn will sound. We head into the second intermission, hanging on to a 3-2 lead. Stay with us. We'll be back for the third and final period of action. All right, we're back. Third period action. Hey, it's going to take 3 periods in any game you play. We're expecting a hard-fought, tough battle down here for the last 15. Got to be heavier on the puck. Got to get pucks and bodies to the net. Slow the drags down. Just start shooting. Try to create. Crash the net. Rochi, Carr, Gerbevec, Fazio, and Winton on the back end. Rochi will step through. Carr will try to play it back ahead to Rochi. Royals collect. Carr fights it off. He's trying to step through. Royals poke check at the line. They play it ahead. Fazio collect. Goes off the wall. Carr will down, get it deep. Rochi gets in to put the forecheck on. Reverses it up. Carr's there to cut it off. They'll play it off the wall. Fazio is going to try to keep. Puts it back down the wall. But the follow-up play of the Royals. Get it out into the neutral zone. Fazio will call off Winton. Fazio turns, flips that ice to Gerbevec. Gerbevec's going to play it back to Rochi. Gets into the neutral zone where the Royals will collect. They'll play it back down the wall. Winton collects it. Gets off the wall. He's going to walk down that center seam. Makes a poke check. We got to start getting pucks to the net when we can. Gerbevec will step to it. He bodies someone up. Plays it out in front. We might have gotten away with one there. Put it across. We're playing with that puck in the neutral zone. Royals putting the pressure on. We'll chip it deep. Shaner's going to collect. He's going to reverse it back to Winton. Winton's going to get there, drive up the wall, but it's going to be kept in by the Royals momentarily. Winton on the second effort gets into the neutral zone. Kicks it back to his skates. Gets the pocket picked, and they're going to step in. Shaner's there. Carr's there. They get a shot off. Williams saves it. I don't know, again, biased broadcast, but I don't know some perspectives that I'm hearing in the crowd. I'll keep thoughts to myself. Spittle, Pacelli, Cucharero out there with Nooner and Shaner on the back end. They fire it through. It gets off a shin pad into the corner. Cucharero will collect it on the half wall, but then outnumbered again and heavier on the puck are the Royals. They play it in the corner. Nooner will collect. Trying to push it up the wall. He's bodied up, and the Royals keep it active in the corner. They play it back out in front. Fire it in, gets wide. Pacelli will collect on the far wall. He's going to turn. He gets his head up. He's trying to stretch the Cucharero. It gets bounces off. Cucharero will collect. He's got Spittle and Pacelli driving center lane. Cucharero will get around the net. He'll turn. Pushed out. We'll turn back down the wall with it. We'll drag past one, drag past two. Trying to get past the third. It runs into the Royals' feet, and now it's coming the other way. We're going to we get away with one there. I thought for sure we were going man down. Got away. That's an early Christmas gift. Pacelli's now putting the forecheck on. Pacelli lifts a stick. He'll turn with it, trying to play it out in front. Royals swarm, collect it, and they're going to hit the neutral zone with speed. Good path to the puck. Good angle by Shane Zabarski. He collects the puck. He plays it back ahead. The Royals will step in. It's offsides as their defender was coming off the bench. He closed quickly on that puck, unable to pull up at the blue line. So whistled dead as they had a player still south of the border, mama. Rochi meets Yook Maurer up front. Witten and Fazio. Push through. Nutsuk trying to fight through it. We'll go off the wall. We'll play it down. It's going to get off the wall. It's going to get in towards Williams. Williams will get out. Clear that into the corner. Fazio plays it up to Nutsuk, but the Royals cut it off. They get off the wall with it. They play it ahead. Witten steps through. He collects it. He's going to try to chip it ahead for Rochi. We gain the line. We're going to say we're offside. Says there was a body position and hook on Rochi at the blue line as the Royals defender was challenging. So neutral zone draw. Rochi wins it for himself. He'll collect this one. He gets in. He'll turn. He'll load. He'll fire. Loved and hung on to by the Royals goalkeeper. Another big stop. 11:52 left in this one. PHC 3-2. Offensive zone draw to the Royals left. Nuccio coming off the half wall. Maurer in front. Rochi taking it. Fazio Witten on the back end. Rochi kicks it to himself. He's back to the forehand. He makes a move. Fires it in. It's loose. Maurer's trying to find it. Hits a red jersey. They're going to turn and push it the other way. They're getting in that neutral zone. Witten, good stick and challenge. We'll get to the puck. Maurer's there. Rochi's there. We're bunched up on that wall. Royals gain the line. Rochi's in there. Witten's in there. They got three wingers. Now they got a defenseman in there. They outnumber us as we had. It was 3-on-3. Rochi comes out of the pile. He's going to skate this one. He's across the red. Across the blue. He's selling pass, but now he'll drive wide. He'll pull up. 10-2. We'll get back to the forehand. Slides it out to Fazio at the point. Gets to the dots. He turns. He fires. Fought off. Huge stop made by the Royals goalkeeper, as that was a primary scoring opportunity. Beautiful pass to the point. That was a good shot. Good puck movement. 11:06 left in this one. Good primary scoring opportunity there. Big stop by the Royals goalkeeper. Now we got Gervivek, Carr, Spittle up front. Shaner, Nooner on the back end. He's on the bump. Spittle wins this one to Shaner. Shaner will turn and fire. Gets off. The defender, Carr, collects. He'll push it into the corner. Spittle's going to get off the end wall. He'll leave it for Gervivek. Gervivek and Gerby and Spittle bunched up a bit. Spittle will push it up the wall, but the Royals are going to get body position. They get out into the neutral zone. Nooner's there to win it back forward. Now we got numbers coming the other way. Spittle's going to gain the line. He'll push it ahead. Royals will play it right back out. They're trying to flip it. Gervivek keeps it live. He's trying to win it on the sidewall. He's got Spittle. The car with the Royals will step through it. They're going to flip the ice. It's going to get out into the PHC zone. Shaner will challenge. He wins the puck battle. He pushes it up the wall. Carr fights through one. Gets it out in the neutral zone. Spittle collects it. He's got one to beat, but it gets pushed ahead. Carr following it up is going to gain the red line. He's trying to drive down the board. He gains the line. He's trying to kick it forward. He's 3-on-1. Keep pushing. Move the pile. But the Royals come away with it. They get in the neutral zone. It's picked off by Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's going to turn and go. He's going to pull up. He'll dump it deep. Get in there! Carr will put the pressure on. He'll force him back. Spittle's going to come out of the pile with it. He turns. He's bodied up, but he fights through it. Trying to close the gap. He turns back out in front. Plays it out in the center. It's going to get to Fazio. Fazio will keep. Will turn. Will put it back down in the corner. Drive to the net. Drive to the net. Shoot! So we drive into traffic. The Royals strip it, and they're coming the other way fast. They're going to get through that neutral zone. Spittle meets him with a back check, but they gain the line. And now we're going to go man down as they're going to call a hook on Spittle. So we'll have man down opportunity. Perspective is everything. So Pucciarello, Pacelli, we'll go Pacelli, Rochi up front. Fazio and Witten on the back end. We're called upon at a big time, critical point in the game to kill one off here. The Royals trying to tickle the twine to tie this one up. Rochi ties up. Witten steps to it. Gets enough of the body. They play it back across. It's bounced around the side of the net. Witten will collect it. He'll play it forward. It's going to be kept in at the point. Rochi reads it. He strips it. And now we got a 2-on-1 on the man down. Rochi's going to drive wide. He plays it back across for Pacelli. Pacelli loads it, fires. And he goes top off for the Wawa Shorty. That's not Hogan effect, but he puts it in. Wawa Shorty. Big strike. Beautiful puck movement. Beautiful challenge by Maximus Roach. And then he had his man, the money man, Dylan Pacelli. Top dog. No extra charge at the made-to-order sandwich counter today for that Wawa Shorty. So we still are shorthanded. So we got Rochi, Pucciarello, Nunez. So we'll pull Rochi. Now we got Pucciarello, Anucciuk, Nunez, and Shaner to kill this one off. It's one back. Shaner will challenge. Royals putting the pressure on, but Shane collects. We'll step, we'll put it out to the sidewall. It's going to get out to the point where Anucciuk will challenge, but Royals push it back down the wall. They play it back across. Shaner's there to contain. They play it out. It's going to get to Anucciuk. Anucciuk's trying to challenge. It's kept in by the defender of the Royals. Now, Pucciarello will collect, try to drag across. Noonan will collect and put it off the wall. It's going to be kept in at the point. We're going to set up, try to go high to low. We'll push it back down the wall. We get back into our box. It's going to be played in, stick to side. Good second effort by Shaner. Shaner's now going to join the rush. He plays it ahead to Pucciarello. Pucciarello's going to get outside the dots. He's on the forehand. He'll drag back in. He's past one, bumped by the second. Now he'll play it back to the point for Fazio or Anucciuk. Anucciuk turns and fires. It's fought off and gloved and hung on to by the Royals goalkeeper. 8:21 left on this one. 22 seconds left on 22's penalty. Hanging on to a 4-2 lead in the third. There's a lot of numbers on the board there. Pucciarello, Anucciuk still up front. Witten and Fazio on the back end. 22 clicks left on the man down. Just trying to get that one's one back. Fazio's going to collect it. Didn't like his shooting opportunity, so he lays it down the wall. Gets pushed back up. Witten will collect. He'll turn. He'll fire. Gloved and held on to. So we'll flip, come to the other dot. Offensive zone draw to the right of the Royals goalkeeper. 11 seconds left on the man down. Rochi, Gerberbeck up front. Witten, Fazio on the back end. 11 clicks left on the man down. 8:10 left in the final frame of the first header here of the two-game matchup today. Gerberbeck wins it. He steps off the wall. He's hauled down. Nothing called. Rochi will keep it active. Penalties called off or killed off. Kept in, chip back to the boards. The Royals are going to collect this one, but Rochi trying to fight through it. It's ping-ponged down the boards. Royals will enter the line. They're going to drive wide. They get to the dots. They're outside the dots. It's turned. It's fired in. Blockered off by Williams. Will turn the fire back aside. Carr's going to collect the rebound. He's got Gerberbeck out ahead of him. He finds Gerberbeck out in that neutral zone. Gerberbeck chips it forward. And now he'll put the pressure on, forcing the Royals to go back behind their own cage. push it up the wall. Shaner will step in and collect. Gets down to the hash marks. Get back behind the net. Gerbeck's going to collect it. He's hitting pin. Help him! Roche gets in. Roche's looking for some help. He kicks it back out. Throws it across. Get there! Carr will force it up the wall. Shaner will keep. Carr's going to collect it. He's going to drag past one. He gets to the dot. He turns. He fires. It goes up and over off the end glass. Nooner will keep momentarily, but the second effort by the Royals. Get back! Coming the other way. Shaner will push outside the dots. Roche's there to cut it off. We'll play it back across. Nooner's going to step to this one. We have numbers if we hurry. He chips it forward to Roche. Roche's trying to fight through it. Gets lost in the red feet. They play it back ahead. Nooner able to close back in on it and recover. Roche there to help. Nooner will collect it. He's got Maurer coming off the bench. No one sees him. They play it ahead. Carr gets it. He's going to drag past one. He's going to push it ahead to Roche. Roche's going to see him. Drives in. He's hauled down. Well, the whistle went away. He finally got it. Yeah, he thought about it long and hard. Roche doesn't pirouette. He's not exactly a nice dancer. He's got some of the strongest core muscles I've seen and some of the best edge work. So when he spins around, you know they got him. Again, that doesn't go on the score sheet, just moving the legs, driving the net. We're back to the Dunlops dude up. Spittle, Pacelli, Maurer up front. Winton and Fazio. Winton will collect in the neutral zone. He's going to gain the line. Will drive down. Using that big frame of his to protect the puck. He leaves it in the far corner for Pacelli. Pacelli looking to set up shop. He'll turn at that hash marks. He's looking. He saw Maurer cutting. But he drives across the top. It's bouncing around. Fazio is going to collect. He'll go to Maurer. Walk! Have it! Maurer fires it in the back of the net. So he sees the white ice. He walks. And he fires it. We get pucks and bodies going to the net. Great things happen. Good puck movement. Good pressure. And that's what we teach them. You walk it in. You just don't turn and fire. You walk it in. You get the better scoring opportunity. And we tickle the twine. Once again. So back to even up hockey. Nuchuk, Roche, Puchero up front. Roche steps through. He's dragging in. He'll play it back across looking for Nuchuk. Was driving center seam. Go. Royals will collect. 5:38 left in this one. They're going to throw this one. That's going to hit some snow and die, so icing's waved off. It did get there, but they waved it off ahead of time. Noonan will collect. Will come around the wall looking for Puchero. Puchero collects, trying to chip it out in that center. Finds Roche. Roche turns where he plays ahead for Nuchuk. Nuchuk's got one to beat. He's also got Shaner coming with him. He leaves it for Shaner. Shaner's going to turn up. He drags, trying to push it forward. He's knocked off the puck now. He's looking for support. Nuchuk will get in there. Referee gets in the way. Roche will collect. He's bodied up. He fights through not one but two Royals. The Royals will turn, but Puchero collects it. He throws it across the Nuchuk and they tickle the twine. Beautiful puck movement. He sold shot, slides it across. And as we talked about earlier in the day, it's extremely hard to defend and even harder to goal keep moving side to side. So rather than firing that into the goalie, they slide it across unselfishly. Anuchuk taps it in. Is that 6? Right, that'll extend it to 6-2? Or is it 5-2? They just didn't get that on. Is that our 6th? Is that our 6th? Should extend it to a 6-2 lead. Timeout called. Ethan Nunez showing us some dance moves. Having fun. That's a key to success. I want them locked in here, but they're having a lot of fun. Starting to make quick decisions. Starting to make hockey plays. Sometimes you got to slow it down and speed it back up with the quick decision. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's lock in here, right? We need the puck, boys. Keep it up. Let's go. Michelle Maurer on Club Dell. On the ones and twos, keeping it active. Let's go. Spittle call Gerber back up front. Witten, Fazio on the back end. Spittle pushes his one to Gerber back. Gerber back will gain the red line. He'll push it forward and then get on his horse, trying to force him back around. It's pushed around. Carr's going to get to this one in the corner. He'll stop it. He'll play it back around, looking for Gerber back on that far wall. Gerber back takes a look at the point, but he'll try to drag it back down. Witten will keep. We'll step to it, and they'll get out into the neutral zone. Fazio will contain. Leave him outside the dots. It's fired off the side of the net. We got 3 below the goal line, but Fazio sticks it through. We'll play it ahead out into that center seam for Spittle. Beautiful read. It's a 2-on-1. Spittle's at the top of the circle. So slides it across for Gerber. It gets in on net. Goaltender alertly jumps out on that. Swallows it up to keep this a 6-2 game with 4:16 left. Beautiful read by Joshua Fazio as that defender was closing on Carl on the sidewall. Fazio then threw it up the center for Spittle. Beautiful decision making. They're getting a lot better at it. Now we got offensive zone draw to the right of the Royals. Roche, Maurer, Pacelli up front. Nooner, Shaner on the back end. It's going to be flipped across. We'll try to stretch that neutral zone. Good stick by Shaner. Good contained by Ethan Nunez. Good support as a unit, and then we swarm back on it. Maurer's trying to get it out in the neutral zone. It's fought off by the Royals, but Nooner will go D to Shaner. Shaner will turn and play it ahead for Pacelli. Pacelli's got 1 to beat. He's also got 2 with him. Drags past, trying to leave it out in the soft ice for Roche. Tall defender, able to get a stick on it. Shaner walks it off the wall. Trying to drag past. Now Pacelli's dumped. They're going to let them play. Pacelli's dumped again, and now they touch it. Now they'll get it. As the first one they let go. As you get more aggressive along it. Big guy moved the pile. He moved the pile. He didn't take 1, he took 2. And then they call him for the roughing. So 3:38 left in this one. We're back to the Dunlops dude up. Stopping the Hollydale today. We got a doubleheader. Come in. Stop in and tell them Matt Spittle sent you today. Spittle, Anucciuk, Futrero up front. Witten, Fazio on the back end. Futrero will turn with it. Chip it off the boards. It gets out of the neutral zone. Fazio will close on it. He'll regain it. Play it ahead. Spittle will collect it. Buy some time. He gets in. Plays it back across. Winton will strip this puck. He'll throw it towards the net. It's kicked aside. Futrero will collect it. Try to step it up and work from this half wall. He's going to get into the top of the house. He turns and fires. It's blocked off. Another huge stop by the Royals goalie. They're going to try to ice this one. Fazio will wear it and keep it. Anucciuk trying to play it forward. The Royals fight through it. They get it out into the neutral zone. Battling for this puck, but Fazio gets body position on the inside, defensive side of it, and he plays it to Futrero. Futrero flips it to Spittle. Spittle will drop it to Futrero, loads and fires, hits Spittle in the back of the calf as he was driving to the net. Good puck movement, though. Futrero will leave it on the half wall for Anucciuk. Anucciuk turns, he goes to the point from Fazio. Fazio will walk. He'll go to Spittle. Spittle will walk. We'll turn back up, slow it down, set it up. We'll cut across. Now we'll chip it towards the net. Gets pucks to the net. We don't have bodies going there as quickly as we'd like. 2:34 left in this one. 6-2. 26 seconds left on the man up. Now we got Roche, Carr, Gerbevec up front. Shaner. Reedwood. Nooner. Roche trying to win it through. He's dumped and falls on the puck. Gerbevec's trying to chip through. Puck bounces loose. The Royals will collect it. They'll force it up the wall. Gerbevec gets above it. The chip pass. Roche collects it. Pushes it down in the corner. Gerbevec will collect it. He's trying to get back to his forehand. He's hitting pinned. Roche's in there to help. The Royals will collect it. They're going to come out. Attack puck! Attack puck! Nooner's going to take a player down. We might have gotten away with one there. Puck battle ensues. Roche's there to contain. Puck's going to bounce around. Nooner trying to step to it. The Royals collect it. Come back out in front. Williams stays on that post and then spreads wide. Makes a big save. Just go to the bench. Take a number. See him in the second one. We'll change up as Williams makes a big kick save. Had to stretch out there. These goalies are athletic as they come. 150 left in this one. 6-2 Spittle, Cucciarero. Spittle, Maurer, and Pacelli up front. Winton and Fazio on the back end. Spittle will collect. He pushes it forward. We cross the red. We're going to cross the blue. We got guys driving center lane. Spittle will bring it in. Throws it across to Pacelli, who was driving hard to the net, and he puts it home. Gabe, another loud shout out to you up in Buffalo. Pucks and bodies in the net. You like him driving to that center seam. That's his office. And he's showing us why today. He went to work. The bank is open. The money man is moving assets around into the back of the net. Rochi, Anuccio Cucciarero, Nooner, and Shaner. It's one forward. Cut off by the Royals. They're going to turn and try to come back up. Stick the side and collect it by Shaner, who leaves it for Rochi. Rochi's going to play it ahead for Cucciarero. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Cucciarero's going to collect this. He takes a look. He's got Anuccio with him. He turns. He fires. He tries to go up. It got out on the edge. Gets off that stick and off the end of the glass, but Cucciarero's going to collect it. He's knocked down, but he's playing from his knees. Plays it back ahead. The Royals are going to try to step to this. Good layers of support. Good teamwork. While everyone all around. Shaner's going to collect it. He's going to play it ahead to Anuccio. Anuccio gets across the red. Will stay on sides. Anuccio will drive in. He drops it to Rochi. As we need to communicate a little bit there. Royals will collect. There's under a minute left in this one to play. Good stick check by Cucciarero. Forces him in the lane of Roach, but they drag down into the center seam. Trying to cut us. Great stick by Ethan Nunez. Shaner will play it out into the neutral zone. Cucciarero will put the forecheck on. He cuts it off right at the dot. He'll turn with it. He's got Shaner joining the rush with him. He's going to drag in. Gets all the way across. He's trying to drag in. He's on the backhand. He'll get behind the net. He's looking for the Mishy. Gets pushed outside the dots. He falls. Trying to find the puck. It's under him. Rochi gets there to try to collect it. He steps across the top of the house. He loads. He fires. Fought off again by the Royals goaltender. Blocker. Paddle save. Lucio collects it. He goes to the point. Have it! Shaner will load fire. That's going to get off the end board as the horn sounds. PHC takes a 7-2 win in the first one. We'll be back with you. 5 o'clock? 5:05? 5:05 is the second one. So enjoy what you got to do. Get some holiday shopping or wrapping in. Whatever you got to do. And then we'll be back at 5:05. Stay with us. We'll see you then.